Hello, this is D-Rex of Pyromaniac.com, and this is the Michael Crabtree 2010 Fantasy Outlook video. I remember where I was when I saw that Texas Tech game against Texas University. Probably the biggest big play, game on the line play I've ever seen in NCAA big game history. That catch that he made on the last play of the game at the sideline, and then the ability to be able to stay in bounds when two guys are trying to tackle him to go win the game for the touchdown. I don't know. I've never seen anything like it. I knew he was something special from that moment on, but I had seen him play before. I mean, in college, this guy's numbers were video game-like. I mean, he was just un-effing real. Texas Tech, 2007. 134 catches, 1,962 yards, 22 TDs. What? That was his freshman season after being redshirted. The only reason why he's redshirted is they made a glitch. The Texas Tech people made a glitch in converting him from QB, which he played in high school, to wide receiver, so he had to redshirt. That's the numbers he put out after his redshirt season, which is unbelievable. He won the Bolitnikoff Award. His second season, 2008, he had 97 catches, 1,165 yards with 19 TDs. Not too bad. I think his career stats over 2 seasons in college before he went to pro, I can't imagine someone having better cumulative college stats in 2 years, in a 2-year period. I mean, he was just unbelievable. He went on to go pro, as he should have. He was a bona fide, first-round pick, and he slipped. People were calling him a diva. People had an agenda against him, thought he was the kind of guy that was going to have an entourage and, be a pain in the ass for a franchise. Teams like the Browns passed on him. The Raiders picked Hayward Bay out of Maryland, who had like 1 or 2 good games in college instead of every game being good. Just a big mistake. Al Davis, you're a moron. I know you're regretting it. They're going to keep trying to figure out a way to make Bay be worth the pick. But come on, Crabtree is going to be an elite player. He's going to be a Pro Bowler. I'm so high on him, regardless of our rankings, whereas when I do this video right now, we have him ranked 37th. I was talking with my partners, and I was trying to get him way up there. It is what it is when you've got 4 other partners helping you do the ranks, and it's a collaborative effort and it's a democracy, and we're all pretty good at give and take on players that people like and listening to why they think they're going to be high or whatnot. But we have him at 37th. I'm going to tell you right now, he will be the second wide receiver on my team. I go high in receivers. I'll probably end up with a Moss in the first round. I'll take a Crabtree 3rd or 4th. Hopefully 4th. We'll see how the draft's vibing, but he's unbelievable, and I think come in a year from now, if I'm doing this video a year from today, this is July 24th, 2010, July 24th, 2011, I think Crabtree will be a bona fide WR #1, someone that's much higher up in the Calvin Johnson region, and I'm gonna be an early adopter on the guy. I've never loved a young player, a young athlete, the way I love Crabtree since, different sport, but since Darryl Strawberry and how friggin' awesome he was when he was young in his first year or 2 for the Mets. He had a good career, but I haven't been this excited and had this much of a boner for a young player since Straw. Sick jersey, by the way. Love the colors. I'm Irish. I wear this out to on St. Patrick's Day, year in, year out. You're like, Strawberry, you live in Chicago, you're an idiot. I'm like, yeah, sweet jersey though, right? Shut up. I wear this to the Cubs games too, and people are like, who is this idiot? You're not in New York. You're not in 1986. But that's something for another day. We talked about his college career. He had 106 yards, 12 receptions, and 3 TDs in his first game in college. Bolitnikoff winner 2 times. And like I said, that was the best play against Texas I've ever seen. Won the game. I mean, just a beast the way he was tiptoeing along that sidelines. Two guys. I think both those guys were drafted pros, to be honest, in the last season. Maybe, I know one was this draft. But just an awesome player. Things to think about. You know, after he held out, he got drafted 10th overall by the Niners. They got very, very lucky. Singletary, God, you know, all your praying and being an awesome dude and a very humble man paid off in that draft pick and Crabtree slipping to you. Strength of schedule this year, the Niners have the #1 easiest schedule against the rush this season. So Gore should go off. Based on Pyro rankings, they've got the easiest schedule against the rush this season, which is awesome. You think that's not a very great thing for Crabtree, but it's really going to open up the run game. Gore's awesome. They're going to, with Alex Smith, who's been pretty much down more than up. It's just going to open up things where when Gore's hitting those lines, they got a great offensive line. It's just going to open up things for Vernon Davis, Crabtree, and I just think it's a great thing for him. And on the flip side of that, their strength of schedule for the pass for the Niners is 9th overall. So they got an easier, definitely top 3rd% easy pass schedule against defenses this season, which is only going to help Crabtree. They're putting him in a situation where they're doing the spread offense, kind of like they did, like he had at Texas Tech. They're trying to get him the ball in his hands, closer to the line of scrimmage, but he also is a great deep threat. He isn't scared to go across the middle, catches the ball with his hands, like Larry Fitzgerald in that way. You rarely see the guy trying to catch the ball up here. He's going to be going like that. And as strange as it is, most wide receivers in the NFL seem to try and catch their body. Crabtree's not of that mold. The guy grabs the ball, sticks it, pulls it in, boom, boom, running. I'm just so fired up to have that guy on my team. I know he's going to be on my team. I'll probably go around early on him, but I just have that kind of feeling for him. Other things to consider is if you do have him on your team and your team's good, the fantasy playoffs. Week 14, he plays against Seattle. He's in Candlestick for that, which Seattle's poo team. They're a few years away from being anything. I love having my receiver against a team like that. Week 1 playoffs. Week 15, he's playing against the Chargers. They're all right. They got rid of Cromartie. And, they're definitely not known as a defensive team. I think a lot of the games they're in, they're pretty much shootouts. I like that matchup too. And then if you get your team Week 16 to the championship, he's going against the Rams in the Rams Dome. So that's awesome. If you're there, you got to love your chances with Crabtree going against pretty much the doormat of the league. Maybe they'll surprise this year, but you got to love what you got going on there. Overall, after Crab, as he likes to be called, that's his favorite nickname. Other nickname he had is Primetime, but let's leave that for Dion. Crab, he's got those claws. He's going to catch that pass. I think there's just going to be, with the season under his belt, a lot more chemistry with Alex Smith. I think Vernon was awesome last year, and I think he's going to be great this year. But this is Crab's offensive game. The passing game I think is going to go through Crabtree, and he's going to surprise. He only had 2 TDs last year on 48 catches and 625 yards, but he missed the first 6 games of the season. He was held out, which didn't necessarily help his cause from people liking him or not in the league. The diva stamp maybe was warranted, but let's be honest. The guy held out, and he got an extra $8 million, and they were offering him before the training camp started, so you got to give it to him. He's got $17 million guaranteed, 6-year contract, $32 million. He knew he was the best wide receiver in the class, and he proved that he's going to be awesome.